Hey guys, I'm Ashley Pickens right here in Memphis, Tennessee. You guys know I've been in real estate for almost 20 years as a real estate agent, also as a real estate broker, as an auctioneer, and I know most of my videos are always talking about the latest foreclosure numbers or auctions, but today's video is different. Right now, I know we have a lot of people quietly struggling. We're going on day 37 of the government shutdown. That means people are looking at not being paid in over a month, right? Some people are still going to work. Some people are furloughed, but everybody's bills are due, right? So today's video is all about that. What you can do when you maybe haven't missed a payment, but it seems like you might be about to miss a payment. You know what I mean? We always say in our real estate industry, we yell from the rooftops how to buy a house, how to get pre-approved, how to fix your credit, but we never talk about what happens when life gets a lifing, right? When hard times hit. So that's what this video is about today. Mortgage, if you're about to be behind on your mortgage. Renters, if you're about to get behind on your rent. Okay, so let's jump in. You are not alone. You might not be behind yet, but you can absolutely feel it coming, you know? So today I want to walk you through exactly what to do if you're behind on your mortgage or you know you're about to be, right? I know when it comes to rental payments, it's due on the 1st and late by the 5th. Today is the 6th. Usually with your mortgage payment, it's not late until the 15th of the month. So let's talk about the strategies, options that you have if you're in a situation like this. Okay, so the number one thing I see people do is they just stop communicating, right? You don't want to answer the phone. You don't want to answer your mail. You guys, if you are behind on a payment or you see that you're about to be behind on a payment, call your lender, okay? Ask for the loss mitigation department. Those are the people that handle hardships if you're getting behind your mortgage. Loss mitigation department, and let them know what's going on. I will tell you this, a lot of times they will say that they cannot offer you assistance until you are behind at least 1 month on your mortgage, which is completely ridiculous to me, right? But I don't make the rules. But get on the phone, talk to your lender, ask for the loss mitigation department, and let them know what's going on. You've been furloughed, you've been laid off, you're a government federal worker, right? You're going to work, but you're not getting paid and you don't know when you're going to get paid. Tell them to make a note of that in your account, okay? Tell them right in there, I called in and I told y'all I didn't know if I was going to make a payment, right? Start a paper trail of what's going on with your situation. Don't just sit there and don't do anything. Let's go over 3 other options that you can have if you're behind or if you're about to get behind on your mortgage. Okay, first one, let's talk about a hardship forbearance. When you get on the phone with the loss mitigation department, ask them, what options do I have? It might be a short-term hardship, right? So a hardship forbearance. This is like putting a pause on your mortgage, okay? So your lender lets you temporarily stop or reduce payments while you're dealing with a hardship, like a furlough or a layoff, you guys. You still owe the money, but it's postponed, not erased, okay? Once you're back at work, you'll make arrangements to catch up, either through a repayment plan or by adding those missed months to the end of your loan. It's relief, not forgiveness, but it gives you time to breathe, right? I'm hearing, and you guys, I can't stress this enough. It depends on who your lender is, okay? That's going to be the main thing. Some of y'all's lenders are like the worst, right? But regardless to who your lender is, get on the phone with them. I heard one person say they called their lender and the lender said that they will put his payment in forbearance, but it was still going to show up as a late payment on their credit. That don't make sense. Or they're letting you put your missed payments. They give you 3 months forbearance, and then at the end of the 3 months, they want you to pay it in full, which is crazy in itself. My point is, you guys, it depends on your lender. Get on the phone hardship forbearance might be an option for you, okay? Number 2, a repayment plan, okay? Ask for a repayment plan. Again, whoever your lender is, a lot of lenders have different options. 6-month forbearance, hardship forbearance, a deferment. Ask for it. See what your options are, but call and ask before you get behind, okay? Or too far behind. So if you missed a few payments already, your lender might let you catch up gradually on a repayment plan. Say your mortgage is $1,200 and you missed 2 months. Instead of demanding it all at once, they could add a few $100s to your regular payment each month until you're current again. It's like a payment plan that helps you climb out of a hole a little bit at a time. Ask for a repayment plan. Y'all, the squeaky wheel gets the oil, okay? Ask for it. Say, what options do I have? If they say you don't have any options, let me talk to your manager. Escalate it up higher if you have to, okay? Because sometimes, these people pick up the phone with a bad attitude. Like they wake up on the wrong side of the bed every morning, right? When those people answer the phone, transfer me to somebody else. Put your manager on the phone. Put your manager on the phone. Or you hang up and call back and hopefully you get somebody else, okay? Okay, so number 3, a loan modification. The loan modification, this one is long-term relief, okay? So a loan modification is when your lender actually changes your loan, okay? Maybe by lowering your interest rate, extending your term, or rolling what you owe back into the balance, okay? It's basically saying, let's rewrite this so it's affordable again. It's when your lender is trying to work with you and your situation and your income to keep you in your home to make that payment more affordable. Okay, a loan modification. A lot of people did those during COVID, okay? If your income's changed permanently, this could be your best option, but you'll need to show proof of your hardship. If you've lost your job, if they reduced your pay, if they reduced your hours, if you've gotten divorced, if your husband or wife or spouse has passed away, right? They're going to want to know what has happened in order for them to restructure your loan. Okay, you guys, you're going to have to prove it. That'll be one your whole life story. Okay, so just get ready for that. Taxes, bank statements, check stubs, they're going to want to see all of it. Okay, so just get ready. Make copies of it before you send it in. Okay. They'll send you a packet that they want you to fill out. Okay, and it's a long packet. I'm not going to hold you. It's a long packet. Fill it out. Make a copy of it. Right? Because you know like I know. They will call you back and say, we're missing pages 14, 15, and 16. Ma'am, if you got page 1 through 13, you got page... Don't worry about it. I'm going to resend it to you. Okay? So make copies of everything. Don't send originals. Okay? If you're in foreclosure, look, I have gotten completely off the script of this video. If you're in foreclosure, okay, if you're already have your notice in foreclosure, you might have an auction already scheduled and you try to do a modification. Ask them to postpone your auction while you're filling out that paperwork. Ask for it. Okay? Y'all know how some of these mortgage companies are when they get on the phone with you. I'm talking about Oscar the Grouch pick up the phone, right? And so you guys, you're still in control. You still own that house. You still live there. Ask for what you want, okay? See what options are available to you. Okay, so to recap those 3 options. A forbearance buys you some time. A repayment plan helps you catch up, and a loan modification helps you stay in the house. Okay, renters, I have not forgotten about you. I know everybody doesn't own their home. You might be paying rent each month. That's a different situation. You don't have the same options that people with a mortgage has, right? So you need to communicate with your property manager. You need to communicate with your landlord early. You guys, don't ignore them. Like I said, renters, you don't have the same protection that homeowners have. Homeowners have some time. It's a process. Homeowners can get at least 3-4 months behind on their mortgage before any repercussions start happening. Renters, you don't have that luxury. You've got to talk to your landlord. Let them know what you want to do. Ask them if you can get on a repayment plan. You know what I mean? Ask if there's any options. Depending on what city you live in, they have rental assistance. You've got to call and ask and apply for it. They're going to want to see your situation. But look for rental assistance, okay? Y'all aren't in this by yourself. It's thousands, probably millions of people right now trying to figure out how they're going to pay their bills, okay? So call your rental assistance in your city. And also get everything in writing. If you're a renter, everything. If they offer you a payment plan, get it in writing. If they say you can pay at a later date, get it in writing. Okay? Get everything, every agreement, everything that you all agree to, get it in writing. Okay? Do not ignore. Ignoring the situation, or, and I get it, you guys. A lot of people, when you get in a situation like that and you can't feed your family, you don't have money coming in, some people freeze up, right? You don't even know what to do, so you do nothing, right? This is not that situation. You know, we don't plan for situations like this. We don't, you know what I mean? The key in this is communication and action, not avoidance. So talk to your lender, communicate, let them know what's going on. You guys, if you find yourself in foreclosure, you guys, and your house goes up for auction, don't forget to request your excess funds, okay? Those funds are due to you too. But you guys, we're not going to even get there, okay? If you get on the phone with your lender, let them know what's going on and see what options you have. We will not even get there, okay? So those are 3 options. I think I'm going to come back and do some more videos, things to say when you talk to your lender, things like that. I'll just do a whole series on that if you want to see that. So you guys, I'm on Instagram, Your Agent Ashley on Instagram. I'm right here on YouTube. You guys, it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. We're going to weather the storm. You know what I mean? We will weather the storm. You guys, look, you know me. I have to talk just a little bit. So if you just came for the 3 options, I'm through talking about the options for mortgages and renters. So you don't have to watch the rest of this. But if you're here, if you watch my channel for a while, you know I have to give my 2 cents on what's going on, right? So you guys, really, like 37 days? Y'all chime in down below. Y'all see how this video turned from super serious to, you guys, 37 days. Let me tell you, you guys, let me tell you what I would do. Watch my video get banned. If it was me, you guys, if it was me, and you people are always like, well, you don't know if you're in that situation. Y'all, there would not be a plane in the air. Do you hear me? There would not be a plane in the air until my paycheck hit my bank account. Do you hear me? Like, not from United to UPS, United, Delta, American, FedEx, UPS, Amazon. Not a plane in the air until y'all pay me. Shut down every single airport in the United States, right? If there's no air traffic controllers, if TSA, I heard them announce that they were going to next week announce 10% less flights. Not a plane in the air. You guys, it is November. You guys, November. We're talking about the biggest flying holiday, Thanksgiving. We're talking about the biggest shopping day, Black Friday. Not a plane in the air. Baby, if you're going to hit my pockets, I'm going to hit your pockets. Right? And I promise you, if you ground stop every airport in the United States, right? Every single one of them. All the airlines going to have to start paying a refund tickets. Y'all going to be bleeding money refunding tickets, right? Packages aren't going to get where they're going on Black Friday. Everybody, the CEOs and everybody going to be on the phone. Y'all better find them some money. We need them to come back to work. Find them. I'll be like, I don't care who paid for it. Jeff, anybody. Y'all turn on the money printing machine. That I wouldn't step a foot in the airport. Would not be a plane in the air until I got paid. But y'all know that's just me. Because I'm not doing community service for a corporation. Right? If I'm doing community service, I'm probably going to be at the food pantry line, at the food bank. The food pantry line this morning was wrapped around, it probably stretched 2 or 3 miles this morning. That's where I'll be volunteering. I'm not doing community service for a corporation, right? Because that's what it is. You're going to work and not getting paid and hoping you'll get paid. Now I'll be at the food bank trying to help people who need to eat, who don't have enough money to feed their kids. Y'all, when politicians, people that we put in office, forget that we put them there, right? Me feeding my family, keeping a roof over my head, heat and air is at the bottom of your priority list. Coming to work for you going to be at the bottom of my priority list too. Making sure these planes take off will be at the bottom of my priority list too, right? Until my money is pending in my bank account plus back pay, wouldn't be a plane in the air. And then I bet you they figured out. Then they'd stop playing golf and having dinners and going to galas and kikiing. Don't leave that room until y'all figure out where the money coming from. Is what I would do. But that's just me. And I know people are going to sound off in the comments and be like, well, Ashley, you don't know and it's essential. Let me tell you something. And I don't know how this is going to come off when I say it, but it's not a job in this world that's more important than me feeding my kids. And when we lose sight of that, right? When you lose sight that I put you in office, you work for me, you look out for me, and you tell me it don't matter if your kids eat, it don't matter if you have heat and air, it don't matter if you have a roof over your head, because essentially that's what you're telling me by not paying me, right? When that is not important to you at all, right? I'm not coming to your job, right? That's the most important thing. And let me show you that that's the most important thing. You got to speak their language, right? You got to speak their language. Money is their language. They hit in your pockets, you hit their pockets. That's just my philosophy. What do you say? I talk money, let's talk that. Start hitting some pockets, and I bet you they find some money to pay people, right? And I already know this. Y'all be like, but Ashley, we might get laid off. Ashley, what? Y'all, it is October 6th. They just came out with the numbers. It's November 6th. I'm sorry, y'all. It's November 6th. October had the most layoffs in the last, 23 years, 13 years? The most layoffs in October. And y'all like, I'm going to get laid off. You might get laid off regardless. And I know what's going to happen, right? I know what's going to happen. I can see it now. I see it now. Y'all going to be on TikTok crying. Y'all going to be on TikTok crying. And you're going to say, I can see it. I got laid off today. I saw it coming. I knew it was coming. My other department, they started laying off. But you know what? The one thing that hurts the most is when the government shut down and we weren't getting paid. I was still going to work and I still got laid off, right? I was still going to work. I was door dashing. I was putting gas. I was borrowing money from family members to put gas in my car to go to work, and they wasn't paying me, right? My credit is messed up. I maxed out credit cards to go to work, and they wasn't paying me. And when layoffs came around, I still got laid off. I see y'all now crying on TikTok. That energy is in the wrong direction. Y'all crying on TikTok. You're not mad enough, right? You got to hit their pockets. That will get something done. Crying on TikTok is not doing anything. The corporation just like, oh, okay, they still coming to work. She's going to come to work with an attitude, but they still coming to work. That's all right. Slamming your purse down. We're not getting paid. Slamming laptops, but you're still going to work. They like, okay, that's fine. She's still coming to work. It don't matter. She just got an attitude, but she's still coming in here. Not a plane would be in the sky for Thanksgiving or Black Friday if my paycheck was not in my bank account.